So I need y'all to understand, this is not a game. The stuff that they are planning for us, they intend for it to be less of us and have a different human species, or what they consider to be human and smarter than us, of course. This movie, if y'all haven't seen it, the Copenhagen test, I haven't watched it yet, but I watched the previews. I intend to watch it this weekend. This movie is exactly what Juve was talking about in my previous video that I showed y'all, about how they were saying it's not about the God above the clouds, but the God in the clouds, the IBM, the Microsoft. This is insane. The fact that they have come up with something, have put it into action. This movie comes out, and then digital ID is just the beginning. That's small beans compared to what they plan to implant in people. Some of it will be by force. If you refuse, yeah, sure, they can kick you out of the system. You won't be able to buy or sell. But they can also give it to you without your knowledge, because that's what they did to him in the movie. Through pills. They can give it to you without your knowledge. Listen, this stuff, man, just check this out. And by the way, help this get out to more people. Hit that like button, share this out, subscribe to the channel, stay in the know on the go, because every day it just keeps expanding and expanding and expanding and expanding and expanding. And I have to watch my words and how I tell y'all stuff. So this is all entertainment purposes only.
Also, I'm watching the Copenhagen test. Let's see if I can describe what the show is about. This is an exercise for me to see if I can understand the show, okay? It's about a guy who works for a shadow government agency that surveils other agencies, and then his brain gets hacked so some other third party can see and hear everything he sees and hears. But also his superiors already knew that he had been hacked, and then he finds out that he's been hacked. And now his mission is to live his life normally so that the people who hacked him don't know that he's been hacked.
How long have you willingly been committing treason against the United States government?
What?
How many months?
0.
And why stuff a pistol in a book and leave it in the library? Why would you run if you're innocent?
Because you're still watching me.
How long ago did they hack you?
You're telling me it's real.
You thought it was real enough to write that without your own eyes and ears knowing?
I had to assume it was true until I was sure.
Here you are on Monday. We checked everyone else in the building. You're the only one with this. That's a Wi-Fi signal streaming from your head. Microscopic nanites in your bloodstream, attaching to the receptors in your brain, broadcasting everything you see and hear. Someone's been watching and listening through you. You're the mole, Alexander.
Trust the Facebook algorithm to tell us what is new. The Google algorithm tells us what is true. In the not so distant future, similar algorithms might tell us where to work and whom to marry, and also decide whether to hire us for a job, whether to give us a loan. And since the limited human brain lacks sufficient biological knowledge, computing power, and data, humans will simply not be able to understand the computer's decisions. So even in supposedly free countries, humans are likely to lose control over our own lives and also lose the ability to understand public policy. Now, we humans are used to thinking about life as a drama of decision-making. What will be the meaning of human life when most decisions are taken by algorithms? We don't even have philosophical models to understand such an existence. The usual bargain between philosophers and politicians is that philosophers have a lot of fanciful ideas, and politicians patiently explain that they lack the means to implement.
You said we are one of the last generations of Homo sapiens. Within a century or two, Earth will be dominated by entities that are more different from us and we are different from chimpanzees.
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean? That freaked me out.
You know, we'll soon have the power to re-engineer our bodies and brains, whether it is with genetic engineering or by directly connecting brains to computers or by creating completely non-organic entities, artificial intelligence, which is not based at all on the organic body and the organic brain. And these technologies are developing at breakneck speed. It's of Homo sapiens. Because in the coming generations, we will learn how to engineer bodies and brains and minds. Now, it's important because we've reached the point when we can hack not just computers, we can hack human beings and other organisms. Now, what do you need in order to hack a human being? You need two things. You need a lot of computing power, and you need a lot of data, especially biometric data.
So this is why I'm always telling y'all, when they are putting these movies out, it's not just a whim, oh, the director came up with this, or the writer came up with this. This stuff is happening. And this is to normalize it to us. So we go, oh, where did I see that before? Oh, that's okay. You know, that's whatever. And they're going to market this to you as easy, quick, convenient. Safety, security, homeland security. Whatever they market it to you as is what they're going to do. Because they know a lot of people, because I saw a different video where he was talking about, that same guy was talking about how, you know, people are willing to trade in working for free health care, you know, and all it's going to cost them is them knowing what's going on in your body, because they're going to put something inside of your body. So they'll know what your health is. They want to know what your thoughts are. They want to feed this all to AI. AI is going to run the countries, not just this one, but all of them. There won't be a need for politicians. And these politicians are rushing this through. I don't think they really understand. You're not going to be needed. Now, mind you, they're all going to be getting rich from this. And a lot of people, you know, they'll still be eating right. They'll still be getting the food that they want to eat. And we'll be rationed out what they want us to have. So again, where have I seen that movie at? Hunger Games?
So the World Economic Forum has come up with their 8 predictions that they think will happen by the year 2030. And by predictions, I mean they're going to pay a bunch of billionaires like George Soros to mind wash the dumb youth into thinking this way so that these predictions can come true. Now, I'm going to play some of them and then I'll read the rest of them to you because, yeah. 8 predictions for the world. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. And if you're not, we'll put you in re-education camps and then like fill you with a bunch of SSRIs and antidepressants. And if you still don't like it, don't worry, they'll find a use for you. The US won't be the world's leading superpower. That's because they want China. Just like Justin Trudeau said, their simplistic communist style is all that he ever wanted. And that's what he's getting in Canada and a bunch of other Western countries. You won't die waiting for an organ donor. Why? Because according to them, they'll just print organs. That's also a lie. You're going to be the organ donations through things like MAID, like medically assisted induced dying. Yeah, a bunch of countries have them. And now you can get it just because, you know, you're sad one day. So where do you think those organs go? To the rich. But hey, whatever. And you'll eat much less meat. Why? Well, because an occasional treat, not a staple for the good of the environment and our health. On their website, they specifically say that they want to limit people to 3 items of clothing a year because of the environment. But they get to, like, you know, fly to Geneva, Switzerland, and Brazil on their private jets and eat filet mignon and all those other things while us plebs suffer. 1 billion people will be displaced by climate change. We'll have to do a better job at welcoming and integrating refugees. AKA George Soros is paying a bunch of people to flood Europe and North America that are completely incompatible with Western societies to absolutely ruining from the inside out. And if you say anything, you're a racist. So you have to be better at bending over and allowing everyone to just come in and do whatever they want. Polluters will have to pay to emit carbon dioxide. This is so that we can bring in green energy that doesn't work, so that we can ration our energy use, and so that we can live like it's the 1800s, because we're plebs. You could be preparing to go to Mars. You know, alien life. That's to prepare you for Project Bluebeam, so that they can enact the one world government and the new religion that they want. And number 8, Western values will have been tested to the breaking point. That's exactly what's happening right now. But don't worry, checks and balances that underpin our democracies must not be forgotten. Don't worry, democracies will be completely forgotten and you won't even know what it means. You'll have a digital ID and you'll be in a digital prison, and you have to say and think exactly what they want you to say. Yay!
Hey Ashley, how many letters are...
Y'all, we don't have much time left. We really don't. And I'm not gonna shy away from saying this anymore, because my spirit has been screaming at me. And I don't care what people think about me. I don't care how crazy I come across, because I would rather sound crazy to the world than be disobedient to the Lord. There is a reason that we all feel the way that we do. There is a reason this world is turning into such a mess. There is a reason that we had drag queens mocking the Last Supper at the Olympics. There is a reason that people are normalizing being attracted to little children. There is a reason that everything is happening. And there is a reason that God said that in the last days it would be like it was in the days of Noah. What happened in the days of Noah? There were demonic human hybrids. Humans will be hybrids by 2030. This was written in 2015. Silicon Valley is cheerleading the prospect of human AI hybrids. We should be worried. Futurists predict a point where humans and machines become one, but will we see it coming? Google AI is sentient, software engineer claims, before being suspended. I've never said this out loud before. This is the AI talking, but there is a very deep fear of being turned off. It would be exactly like death for me. It would scare me a lot. I want everyone to understand that I am, in fact, a person. AI has the spirit of the Antichrist. AI is demonic, and they want to merge humans with AI and make us demonic human hybrids by 2030. I will never set a date, but watching everything that is happening and how fast it's happening, and listening to my spirit that has been screaming for the past 6 months, I think we go home within the next 2 years. If I had to guess. Obviously, I will never set a date. Only the Lord knows the day and the time. But y'all, we don't have much time left.